not out of pity, not out of sympathy, maybe out of empathy. Because as believed people, we don't want people to sympathize with us. We don't want people to pity with us. We are complete human beings, just like anybody else.
Sure.
With complete curiosity, we are able to.
We assume that these men kind of lost something, leave or something. They are not capable. Forgetting that we are mentally okay, physically okay, everything is okay. Only that we are mourning. And when you're mourning, you are not emotionally okay.
So it should not come like Alex is, because he's believed, is desperate.
Okay. Yeah, that's the word.
And like I cannot survive.
Hello, good people. Suzie Yule Diadem, living positively regardless. Doesn't matter the point at which you are in, never to raw positivity all the way. I am so happy to be back here. Have you missed me? I have really missed you. Ama, you didn't even realize I wasn't around. I'm sure you have noticed that I have not been around. How can you not notice that I've been around? The best thing is that I'm still born again. I love Jesus Christ as my Savior, and this is the best decision I've ever made in my life. I encourage you, if you're here to meet with Jesus Christ, if you've not yet reconciled your life to Christ Jesus, you are missing a big deal. Ask me, I'll tell you about it. Yes, but for today, we are not coming for preaching. The day for preaching will come. Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? If you have subscribed, thank you so much for keeping it here at the Suzie Yule Diadem. If you've not subscribed, kindly do me the favor, or rather do us the favor, and subscribe and join this family where we just exchange positive energy only, regardless of the situations that we are in life. Yes, and so if also you have a story, a testimony, some kind of a skill that you'd want to share with the world, kindly do not hesitate to come into contact with us. We'll give you the platform, we'll give you the time, and we allow you to share with the world. So you can reach me at Facebook, Suzie Yule Diadem, TikTok, Suzie Yule Diadem, any social media platform, the name ni ile tu, Suzie Yule Diadem. Yes, and you can also call us. Our contact is down here. So you can also maybe make a call, you can do a WhatsApp, you can do a message, and we'll be able to plan here so that we give you an opportunity to inspire the world. And today, guys, I'm so excited because I'm not alone in the studio. I have some very good guests in the house. Hi.
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 Moshiri.
Yes, Suzie. I'm good. Gisogo ni kwega.
Oh, Gisogo.
Kirinyaga Gisogo. By the way, I come from Gisogo. Okay. And so hapa ni kuzuri kabisa.
Okay. Nairobi kwa rote ya baby.
Tinauru. But nyumbani ni Kinangofu.
Wewe Kinangofu?
Yeah.
You can already see the so how is Kinangofu?
We took a sort of Gavai.
Cold as usual. And that is the promised land. Canaan.
Okay.
Yeah, we have honey and milk flowing there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice place. The only thing is very cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I asked in our mother language, I just asked them how they are doing and where they have come from. One is coming from the land of honey and milk, as is telling them. The other one is coming from the land of what?
Of Avai. And Avai. And if you want to get what is good in Kenya, come in Kirinyaga, the land of tea, the land of coffee, the land of lies, the land of otkacha, everything.
It's your choice. You can follow David. You can follow.
The choice is yours.
Yeah, the choice is yours.
Yes.
I already love how Kenya is a beautiful land that each has something good to tell
Unique.
about their place. Where I come from, what is it that will be called?
Where you came from?
Where I came from.
Yes.
Guys, you can really see the energy in the house. I'm not even talk about it because my husband never wants me to hear to talk about where I come from. He talks of where I am. Well, I thank God that I'm in Kirinyaga, and yes, we are doing well. We are eating pishori, pure pishori rice. So if you need pure pishori rice, I'm not sure that I'll bring it for you, but you can check people from that area. From that area. And so you can see the guests in the house. They are not new faces, but just in case you're here for the first time, I'll still allow you guys to tell. Maybe someone has not met you, David. Someone has not met you, our resident guest. So let us start here. Maybe let our people know who is in the house.
Hello, viewers, and thank you, Susan, for having me once again. It's an honor. My name is David Ngugi. I'm a professional counseling psychologist. Tuendelee kusoma.
Welcome, David.
Asante.
Guys, I'm Alex. Susie, our host here, and myself are relatives. And yeah, professionally, I'm a pastor. And here, Susie like calling me a resident guest. And I'm happy to be here. And today, we'll learn together.
Wow. Yeah, so thank you so much again for coming here and being with us as a resident guest that you had. You can already even tell with his sitting position, like he's home.
Yeah.
The guy is home.
Yes.
And so when you see us here, you can already imagine how it will be. It will be fiery. And just let me introduce the topic of the day as early as now. We want to understand the bit of moving on after bereavement, after the pain of bereavement. And you see these two gentlemen here, already they have shared their story here at Suzie Yule Diadem. If you don't know about Mr. Mushiri and his past and the pain he has gone in the past, I just put the link here. You can open it. You'll hear his story that he was married. Unfortunately, death came and robbed him, the dear wife that he loved so much. And he has already given his story, so we are not going to repeat that. Also, David has been here before, and he has also told us or shared with us also the pain of losing his dear wife. And what I thank God about today is that we are all smiling. And even if you see us with handkerchief, it will be out of the laughter that we will be laughing. So we are inviting you. Maybe you have just lost your spouse and you cannot imagine how life will be without them. The pain is too much. You're not sure you're going to face tomorrow. There are children there that you have been left with. There is the bills that now you must handle yourself. There is even just the part of you living without that person. And you imagine, will I ever see myself smiling yet again? See these two gentlemen who are smiling. And so today we want to know, what is it about the smile? Is it that they don't feel the pain of their loved one? I hear many people forget very fast. I do. So maybe even you hear. But now because they are here, they will tell us if it is true or it is not true. And so I'll just get right into our discussions. Maybe just a recap, a small thing to just someone who has not watched about your story. Just tell us maybe kidogo to how you lost your wife.
Well, viewers, it's about 4 or 5 years now. When my late wife, those who know me, her name was Joyce Motito Sandy. She got sick in a span of 2 to 3 weeks. And when she had been discharged from the hospital, and both of us thought we had full life ahead, because and up and learning. Suzie, I remember once I was discharged from the hospital because she was a pastor like me. She could move around with the church elders and sharing with them the great dreams she had for the church, and sharing with me the great dreams she had for the family. And it's like she was crafting a heaven for me. Only a day later, she got sick. The night was difficult for both of us. The following day, we were referred to Ospan Hospital. And remember that morning, we took her to the hospital in my car, and I told the driver, you drive as fast as you can, provided you take care of the oncoming vehicles and the corners and the big lorries, but make sure you arrive Ospan the shortest time possible. We arrived, and to your surprise, viewers, she was able to get out of my vehicle on her feet and put on the stretcher at the outpatient, and within a short time, the doctors were telling us it's like we are losing the patient, and within a short time at the ICU, and then I was told we did the best we could, and it was the darkest moment of my life. The lady who a few days ago was full of life, dreaming heaven for the church and for me, my family, and our children, pain beyond any form of explanation. In summary,
Sorry. I'm sorry that you go through that. Wow. And now 5 years down the line.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we go for funeral, I hear people making promises and saying, where you have left, I promise you, I'll continue with the legacy. Do you feel so far you have continued with the legacy? Or did you even make the promise to start with?
Viewers, I made the promise to continue with the legacy that my wife had as a church minister, taking care of her children, and the making good the family development that she had, and we had together, and through to it. About 5 years down the line, I have lived to that, and so you are part of my life. And you know how far I've been taking care of our children. The person I have for the ministry, and doing the best I can to push the family agenda, so that where we want us to be, we will be there.
The Lord help you. Wow. David?
In a nutshell, I shared a life with Rhonda Wanjiru for 9 years, and it was a blaze, I want to tell you. Things were good, and she was very hardworking. She was this happy person, and she was a family person. and she lived like somebody who has never lived again, or some like it was her last moment. Everything she did was she gave her best. So it happens that in the 9th year, she just got sick for only 2 months. She started complaining, headache, bit of panting here and there, fearing heels, fearing walking fast. And I used to take her to hospitals here and there, thinking that maybe it was pneumonia. Sometimes I'll make jokes like, we need to go to the gym. Your weight, I think, ndio inafanya uheme. So, but as I mentioned last time, even when I was marrying her, she was panting kidogo. So it's a condition that she had all through. But I think it got worse with time. And she went into a coma at Kenyatta National Hospital for 5 days and never woke up. So that's how I lost her.
Sorry.
And I thank God for the 9 years I lived with her. I think today to have been, I think, our 19th year. Yes, since we got married. So, but that was cut short. So, but the good thing, I was left with 2 very beautiful girls, and she used to tell me, "No, we're going to bring these kids up alone," and she knew that she was leaving them in safe hands, and sure they are. They're now grown, very beautiful. I hope I'll share them. But what was kuja kuiba wasichana. Yes, I'm very protective of them. Java Shepherds. Sijaribu ziko.
Wow. Did you say that she told you bring up the children alone?
She used to say that as a joke. I think she was a premonition of some kind,
Okay.
even when she was not sick. I don't know why she used to say that, and I used to kemea her. No, don't say that. Kuna mahali unaenda. Why are you saying that? Yeah, but it happens. I think she was preparing. Yeah.
But even with the saying and all that, nothing really prepared you. Like, you never visualized, not at any time you were ready now to go the journey alone.
No, because she was like, no, that's sick. Unajua kuna watu wanagonjekanga, unaona hii huyu ataenda, huyu hapana. Just like a joke, the way you have cold, naona huyu I see homa itaisha tu hivyo tu, and then mtu aende. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it hit me hard. Yeah, so because I was not expecting that something of that sort could happen.
Did you make a promise of, I will keep the legacy?
I did not make, because for one, when she used to tell me, you bring up those kids alone, I used to refuse. Hakuna mahali unaenda, tuko hapa pamoja. But now after she died, now I had to. I did not promise her, but I had to now. Because now it dawned on me that whatever she was telling me, she meant it. Yeah. And I've lived to that.
You know why I'm asking that question? Because I find like sometimes, especially during the funeral and all, that is a lot that is being said. And sometimes we are not even sure whether it's the reality that is in us that is speaking, or it's emotions and pains. And I wonder whether later on, do we take a moment to reflect? I made a promise that we will take the legacy, because children also make promises that we lay you, our mom, will continue with the legacy.
Myself, I did not. Did not make any promise, but I honored her. I still honor her in death. So by taking good care of her children and also living a good life as she would have wished me to live. Yeah.
Wow. So guys, the reason we are here, we want to understand the bit of moving on after bereavement, after the pain of bereavement. And I really wish that, so maybe I'll just start right from there about moving on. Maybe David, how do you think it's too soon for someone to move on after they have lost their spouse?
To give this discussion a perspective, I would like to demonstrate something so that we understand what it is, so that now we can define how fast is fast or it's not fast. Yeah. First of all, when you're talking about bereavement, we are talking about a traumatic event. And people just talk about trauma without understanding what they are talking about. This is what it is. When you lose a loved one or you go through loss of any kind, this is what happens. This is your life, clean as it is. But now you normally have what you call trauma. Trauma. This is something indelible, something that you live with for your entire life. So it is an emotional wound that you live with for the rest of your life. So aiende mahali inabaki wapi? Hapo. But now, even if it's there, so what determines whether you move on haraka ama si haraka? Now, for you to be able to heal, not to heal, to be able to move on, there's a lot you need to do. The fact that we say that this is an indelible mark that is left in your life, there's life that surrounds that. And whatever you do after you go through a traumatic event is what determines your healing process. So do you choose to mask the pain? You go drinking, you go into addiction, you go other things, you deny actually that you went through the pain and you live with it for too long. Or do you move forward with life? Do you do other things? You love yourself, you take care of yourself, you take care of your kids, you go for therapy, you engage in other life activities so that you can be able to live a happy life. Because after all, life is for the living. You must live. Nothing stops. And if your world is shattered when you go through a traumatic event, it is normally very difficult even to move forward. Mark my word, I'm not using on. I'm using forward. Because moving on, it means like nothing happened. But something happened and you are left with trauma here. So for you to be able to move forward, there are things you need to do, all those things that I listed. And that's what will determine how fast you'll move on. How fast is fast. Having demonstrated that and having a deep understanding of what bereavement causes, now I can be able to explain how fast is fast, how soon is soon. It depends on several things. One, remember when you lose a loved one, you lose so many things. You lose a loved one, you lose a wife or a husband, you lose a companion, you lose a lover, you lose a bedmate, you lose a lifetime partner, you lose so many things, and you are left disoriented, confused, and you are left wounded. Kuna kidonda ya huko ndani. And for you to be able to move on, you must heal. How? Emotionally. Because this is an emotional wound, so you must heal emotionally. And for you to be able to move forward with life, first of all, you must be emotionally healed so that you can be able to accommodate the other person, because this is an emotional thing. Love will require emotional connection with the other person. And if you are wounded, how do you handle the other person? So you have to heal yourself. And if you feel ready, regardless whether it is after 3 months, after 5 months, after 10 months, after 2 years, after 5 years, that time when you feel that you are emotionally healed and ready, that's the time. Not measured in times of months or so, but that point at which you feel you're emotionally healed and ready. Now, the other thing is, if you have children, have they been able to heal? Because if you are just considering ourselves, you are not considering the children, then if you move on, even if it's after 2 years, and the children have not healed, then it will be too soon. So it depends on what you do around that loss. So you healing emotionally, getting ready, and also the children. And also, if you want to move forward, why do you want to move forward? Is it to escape from the reality, so that unachukua huyu mtu, so that to help you forget the pain that you went through? So if that is what you are doing, then it is going to be soon. But if you are doing it so that you are able to move forward with life, to continue with life, giving the children the warmth, also you continue with the other things, then it will be the right time. It will not be too soon. Even if it's after 6 months, after 1 year, it will not be too soon. Yeah.
I don't know whether you agree with David that there are no timelines, and if you agree with him, how do you measure now yourself now to say, no, I feel I'm emotionally healed?
Maybe one thing I want to say just before I answer what you are asking. I remember with my late wife, one thing, it never occurred to miss you go before me. And I used to tell her, Joyce, you know, a time will come and I may go before you. Na mimi nikienda, sinja kufunga. If you want to move on or forward, as David is talking about, if relatives would say, no, don't speak like that. That's kind of the humor we had together, but the coincidence he had to go before me. And David has defined bereavement very well. The grief that would occur when you lose a loved one, and this grief, the extent of this pain depends on how close the person whom you are grieving on. You find the grief of a spouse is greater than the grief of maybe of a child, or even a relative, or even of a friend. It is different. Now, but in the context we are in, is how soon is it one can move on? And I want to agree with David that it depends with person to person, because all of us respond differently to grief and to bereavement. From where I sit as a pastor, I believe that bereavement is, as David has said, is a permanent pain. Thinking that you can erase the fact you lost a loved one, erasing that part of history is you actually daydreaming. I normally say that, let alone my late wife who left me about 5 years ago. My mother died in 1979. And do you know, up to now, when I pass through where her remains are, I still grieve her. Because it is a permanent, a lifelong pain, only that the impact goes down in time, just like the pain of the grief of my mom that I had in 1979 isn't the same as it is today. The grief I had and the pain I had about the loss of my late wife 5 years ago is different from now. The impact is going down. And we don't move on because the pain is gone or you are completely healed. Is that the impact has gone down and now you feel, now you are able now to move forward and handle other things of life. And the sooner you feel you can handle that, the sooner now you are able to move forward, as David is talking about. I know there are psychological counselors who sometimes want to give some the minimum period of time. Some would say 2 years. Like there is a time you do it, but those are expectations that are set by people. But you cannot set standards that works for you and imagine the standard that work for everybody else. So the sooner you feel you can comfortably now move on or forward, then go ahead and move.
Maybe to add on to that, for you to realize that you are ready or you are healed emotionally, you no longer feel that weight, as he said, and you are able to talk about it without getting emotional. Because anytime you're talking about, you're just remembering her, and you know that you compare this person with the other one, you know that you are actually not ready, or you want to get that person to replace that person, then you know that you are not ready. As he said, some psychologists give time. Women 1 year and men 2 years, because
it is gendered.
Yeah, for women they say they can be able to move on after 1 year, and men after 2 years. That's the timeline they give. However, it depends on what you are going to do after you go through the traumatic event. Could be for a woman, it can even take 5 years, even more. For men, can even take more, depending on what you do.
Wow. You mean I started with a statement and it has already been called a myth without even him saying about. I said men seems like they heal fast, they don't want too much. But according to the psychologist and the psychologist in the house, is that they are giving a timeline. A woman, does it mean women heal faster than men?
Yeah, definitely yes. They are wired differently. Because women will open up, and in most cases they will not mask their emotions, their feelings. They will be vulnerable to each other, and they will share. Women always have that particular friend where you can share anything and everything, even if it's a very private thing. So atampigia simu, you know what I'm feeling, analia kwa simu, and then the friend will even visit each other. For men, can't remember the last time I visited somebody's home, can't remember. But for women, visit each other so often. Mama so alifiwa juzi, moja twende tukamuone, unaona, and then you talk maybe every day, even if you're just having normal talks. Then you have chamas. How many men have chamas? So so women will take longer, shorter time as compared to men. For men, you find that most of us, because of the way we were brought up, Cultural expectations will be forced to be strong and for ourselves. And because we are men, we should not cry, we should not be vulnerable, we should withhold our emotions, we should not express them. So we die inside. In the process, we go into addictions. And by addictions, I'm talking about so many things. People can go to alcohol, and in most cases introduced by friends. Naona pastor hapa ni my friend, he's mourning, namuita. If I drink, namuita for one for the road. Not forgetting that would be just a day. Akilala kesho akiamuka, he'll be sober. So you need a top up. Then
and the higher dose.
That higher dose. Then kuna others who get addicted into food because you feel the urge to mask that, to make you feel good. Others who go for sex. And no, people are getting shocked. Yes, to console themselves, and wengine wanaingianga hapo. Others sleeping, enda kulala. Wengine wanaenda kwa betting, wengine wanaenda kwa vitu, so many other things that can get social media. Napata mtu ana scroll kwa simu kutoka asubuhi mpaka jioni, doing nothing just to keep themselves busy. And in the process they get addicted by whatever. There are others who even do masturbation, others go to pornography and all that. Those are addictions. And most people get into those one. And the dangerous thing about addictions is that it isolates people. So it makes things worse, and you are a candidate for depression. Yes.
Wow. Yeah. I hear you talk about the children are also in the factor. You want to consider them when you're moving. I've now been corrected, not moving on, but moving forward.
Yes.
So we want to move forward, but here are the children, and maybe they are taking long to heal. And you as a person, you've already felt that you are healed. How do you balance that? You want to bring the children in the equation, you want them to heal, at the same time you feel like you're healed.
You see, to start with, you have to realize now, if you're talking of now moving on or moving forward in terms of now getting married, all right, that's what we are talking about. You have to know now it's a bit different. It's not like when you are originally getting married to your late spouse, where both of you may be from college, and the main determinant and areas of consideration was yourselves and maybe your parents. Now you have to realize in this case now also you have the children. In as much as you are getting a wife, also the children are getting a mother. So they are now a factor. And I think one way of when you feel now you are ready to do this is to involve them, let them understand your intentions. Not so much asking their permission, because again, our children will remain our children, though a very important factor of us, but you need to involve them right from the beginning of your intentions and listen at them. They may not prevent you, but listen at their feelings and their sentiments. And when they are ready, you hear them telling you, Dad or Mom, what makes you happy makes us happy.
Yes, right.
And we are happy with you getting somebody in your life. Again, those who want to move forward or move on, as we are saying, it's not to be automatic.
Yeah.
They may have reservations. Don't disregard those reservations. Listen at them.
Yes.
However genuine those reservations are, you may need to even get a therapist to walk them through the journey, so that as you move on or forward, yourself and your children are actually in agreement. And then when you decide whom it is, you remember, as I said, viewers, you are not only getting a wife for yourself,
Mother.
Also you are getting a mother for your children. And your children have all the right to know who is the mother coming to their life, because this lady or this man is going to be their father or their mother, has a part to play in their life. Therefore, let them know who is this person, where he or she comes from, the kind of a person, what it is, what he or she does. Let them meet him or her, and listen at their impression of the person coming in their life, either positive or negative. Walk the journey with them. So these are the things that will make you know you and your children are ready to move forward.
Wow. I'm really loving it. So it's not about you. You're not just
No.
a wife for yourself. So as long as the children are not healed, you'll still take your time to wait for them.
Yeah,
to
definitely.
Help them heal.
Definitely, yes. Because if you bring the person when they are not ready, it will be a recipe for
antagonism.
Yeah. So they may not even accept her. Yeah. Okay. So resentment, anger, so it will be chaotic. And you'd rather wait, give them time, the heal, they are ready, so that you can start on the right foot forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And also, as David is saying, should they depict and preparedness, you can also help them in love.
In love, yes.
Help them in love. It's not where you are saying, you make your choice, I'll make my choice. That will be dictatorship.
Yeah.
In this matter, you cannot. This is an emotional thing. You cannot dictate to them. You can help them in love to be prepared. And this is why I said, what if getting a
therapist for
them, where you sit and these children are last on enough. At some point, they will be ready, and they will say, "Mom or Dad, we are now understood. We can now move on together."
Yeah.
Wow.
And on the issue of involving the children, open communication is very crucial, so that you are able to understand them. Because if there is no open communication, you will not understand their reservations, their concerns. So you may even assume that they are okay, yet they are not. Yeah. So they even tell you, like mine, there are sometimes, is it December? Not this December, the other one. They are telling me, you see, now we are becoming big girls. We'll be left here alone. So you need to think of something. You see? Now they start, because we talk about these things, and they even suggest, if you get somebody, we would like maybe somebody who can understand us. So you understand, oh, okay. In which perspective? Tell me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you're getting married to this woman, just know you are not present by him alone. That's an interesting area for someone to understand.
And do you hear what we are saying, viewers? This does not mean you and your children are prepared to move on at the same level.
No.
Okay.
You might find sometimes the children are ready for you to move on.
But you're not ready.
When you are not ready, you might find you are ready to move on when the children are not ready.
Not ready.
So but how do we bring each other on board? There must be a lot of wisdom, a lot of understanding, and a lot of love, not coercion. Because remember, finally, wherever that triangle, the father, the mother, and the children, that triangle has to anchor in well for this boat to ride all the way to the shore. Otherwise, it will sink.
Wow. Even as we get out of the discussion about the children, because I find it quite interesting. What would happen to you, David, if you introduce someone to your children and you, according to you, I'm imagining, first of all, even before you introduce them to the person, you have already done your, like you yourself, your assessment. Is this a woman I want? Do I want to settle? Can she be a good mother to my children? Your assessment is okay. You introduce to them, but they are uncomfortable. What happens?
For one, as I said, even as Reverend said, that before you even introduce the person to them, remember you are no longer alone. Like when you first started, when you are just single without the children, and then he was the same. In that case, you just make quick decisions and you don't influence anyone. But in this case, kuna tu mtu, so you have to consider them. So in the process, even in friendship, you have to let them know that there's somebody and prepare them psychologically. Kidogo, that now you know it is like this. Now I have to get somebody. So they are prepared. Pole, using stairs. Kuna kutumia lift. Systematic desensitization. Natumia stairs. Pole. So that by the time you are getting to whichever floor you want to go, you are with them. So mmeenda now pole. So umeiwaingiza kwa urafiki. They start seeing this lady around. Already umewambia, they start seeing her around and they are curious. They know this is daddy's friend. Then with the time, then you tell them, you know what? Something is cooking. And you see their reaction. And if there are any reservations, you need to address them ASAP. What are the reservations? Why? And then you assure them. They need a lot of assurance and they need to be listened to. And if you find that there's still a challenge, you escalate it to a therapist, a child therapist, so that they can be helped to prepare. Yes.
Wow.
And also also depending on the age of the children, because there are people who are left by their spouses when the children, like now, like the case of David, where your children were too small,
You're too young.
too young.
They are 2 years, 8 months, and 8 years.
You can see that's very early. Again, in a way that, because you may still want to move on much sooner, you may feel ready to move on much sooner before they have reached an age when they can rationalize things very well. But however small they are, in a language they can understand. Try to communicate with them. Never assume. But then you raise a question where they have some objection. It's going to us to listen at the objection they are raising. And listen with them. Because now these are mature. When you're talking of this,
Yeah.
I'm sure now the kind of objection you are talking about is from mature children who will be telling you that we are okay with you moving on, but not very comfortable with this person you are bringing to us.
Yeah.
Then if you told them it's my decision, doesn't matter what you think, then be ready for a fight. And then both of you, the person you are bringing in your life and yourself, instead of enjoying your marriage to be a
small hell.
A small hell, better when you are actually alone. Yeah. So, but then if they are raising serious objections, listen at what they are saying. Analyze those objections. Make them understand that nobody is an angel. Even the person you think is the right will have its own or her own weaknesses. Listen with her. And when they realize you as the parent, you are taking them seriously. Again, they will also respect your decision. Again, if you still feel they have issues, don't force issues. Get a therapist. Someone now who can talk. Maybe this therapist will even let you know. I think what the children are saying, they are right.
Wow. So I think so much of the fight can be avoided by just letting your children into the system. And yeah, I think why would you want to be with someone?
Yeah.
You are only happy as long as you're the two of you. But if a child visits,
scoffing,
hell breaks loose. If you're going to a family event, the wife is not welcome. So why would you want to be in such a situation either way? Wow. You know, last time as we talked with David, and even after, my viewers, thank you for those who came to my comment and they want David, and I hope and I wish him all the best. And now when David came to us and you are giving us a story, you're sharing a story, I believe this was not the first time, because even if you don't share, there are people in your cycle who knows that you have lost your spouse. Sometimes us as a society, there are expectations that we have, just as you have said. And sometimes we may want to feel like, 10 years, you're taking too long, we want to help you.
Yeah.
Maybe what are some of these challenges that you meet? Sometimes we want to be good to you people. Just a kind gesture. I know you have lost your wife, so I've just decided this weekend I'm coming to clean your house. I know you are thinking I'm having other issues, but I just decided, let me clean your house because you have lost your spouse. Probably, what are some of these challenges that you guys meet and we think we are helping, but it's not working for you? Maybe starting with David.
I think for one is the stereotype. The stereotype that men are not capable of managing homes, bringing up children, and we will want to come and rescue. And in the process, we assume that these men kind of lost something, leave or something, they are not capable. Forgetting that we are mentally okay, physically okay, everything is okay. Only that we are mourning. And when you're mourning, you are not emotionally okay. And as I said, for you to be able to move forward, it's going to be determined by two things: either the children and also you yourself. So maybe during that time, people may think that you're taking too long, but in the actual sense, you are okay. Everything is working okay. You're just giving yourself and the children time. So maybe in the process, people may start putting pressure on you. That's the society, of course, where you come from. That talking about the church Even if some people may not tell you directly, you find that they are suggesting, or some comments are suggestive of like, you guys, like, wait,
2 years, David.
yeah, how many years? What are you thinking? And na hii mchere imechelewa sana. What they are saying. Others will suggest actually. Maybe you find an elderly lady and maybe suggesting, when time comes, consider so and so, like, okay. Others will come and help you around in the house. And you see several ladies will come to your house, like, wana watoto kufanya nini, but they leave one. Yeah, koja huyu akusaidie, and then they excuse themselves. They think that maybe something will. Yeah, but of course with good intention. Yeah, but it would be good if you just let the man be. Let the man heal. And when they are ready emotionally, they will choose for themselves.
Okay.
Yes, they can be able to choose.
Oh, so it's an interesting. The fact that you lost someone, you didn't lose your mind.
No.
So you should not think we want to help you by even coming with my friend to see you.
No.
You can still, the same way you had seen your late wife, you still, your faculty is still.
He is functioning, fully functioning.
Wow.
And you can be able to tell you
what you want.
as you know what you want, you can be able to select.
And would you say the same?
Maybe in terms of people coming to help, some genuinely want to help, isn't it? Genuinely, it's not going to to have also a perception that everybody who comes helping has motives, and especially at early stages. I remember when my late wife, within the first week, I could see people hanging around, wanting to help here and there. In course of time, again, you find they are actually veering away, and then after that, then it depends also with the mechanism you set for yourself. You know, with me, I'm not good with kitchen thing.
Cooking.
Myself, and the issues of housekeeping. But then, do I sit there waiting for just anybody to come and help? You might find I'll set a mechanism for myself. I'll get a houseboy. Somebody will do things for me. So it's not like I'll sit there awaiting a welfare person to come and help me, like waiting for free services. I'll get somebody whom I'll pay to do things that I'm not able to do. So yes, I've been left, but I have to get my own domesticated mechanism of handling my issues. So so when we are left, the society should not think like we are not. At some point, we make some plan of how we live with our children. We are okay. We are not saying that just and in as much as or nobody would say, I will not say that nobody is independent over everything. We live in a society where we support one another. In as much as you can support me, however believed I am, remember that I also have the ability to give support. So it should not come like Alex is because it's believed is desperate.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the word.
And like I cannot survive. You can see now, I realize I have a gap. I may not be able to do housekeeping things. Then I can pay somebody
Yeah.
to do those things for me. If you want to help, can help just like I also be able to help somebody next door who is going through difficulties.
Yes.
Because just like one writer says, I am because we are, and therefore we are because I am.
Ubuntu.
That is Beatty, Jonas Beatty, who wrote in one of his books that in African socialism, how we help one another, but not out of pity, not out of sympathy, maybe out of empathy. Because as believed people, we don't want people to sympathize with us. We don't want people to pity with us. We are complete human beings, just like anybody else.
Sure.
With complete curiosity, we are able to to make decisions for ourselves. Okay, so we don't need to be pitied. We empathize with one another, just like I'm complete also to empathize with other people. So it's true as you are saying that then there is a perception because of the condition that I am in, I cannot be able to take a decision for myself. One thing, me have no problem with anybody trying his luck or her luck.
Her luck.
Okay. We call you for those coffee days.
Yeah.
No, try your luck,
Sawa.
but still don't expect too much. It is still be my decision.
No, don't come.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Don't expect too much. Try your luck. Just like you'd make a proposal to a person and you expect a yes
All I know.
or a no. But when you come expecting by fire, by force, then you will really be frustrated because maybe you invite me for a cup of coffee and also know that it's not like I cannot buy you a cup of coffee. You're not inviting me for a cup of coffee like I cannot buy for myself. So I also can buy for you. Okay? When you meet over your cup of tea, anybody can pay for it. So when you if you expect too much, then you will really be disappointed. So try your luck, but leave the decision with me, and don't be surprised then. And because what happens is that there are people and the society tend to think, Alex, because it's this kind of a person, they feel that na fulani wanatoshana.
Yeah.
And they will really be disappointed only to realize Alex has gone to Muranga. I thought Kirinyaga had gone to and all that. So because this person can take and decide for himself, herself. So out there, when you see a believed person, who has been left by spouse like David, try your luck.
Yeah, and this should be the attitude when you want to help a bereaved person, whether male or female. We leave it open that how can I be of help to you? Anytime you need communication, somebody to talk to, somebody to do something for you, I'm here. I think if you leave it open like that, it will be good. Other than like we are, offering a service with some motives. Yeah, but if you leave it open, it sounds professional, it sounds good, it sounds sweet. Yeah.
Because when then the family thinks our man, our person, I think this is the partner who is good for him, or even the church, or even the society, then there will be a lot of disappointment, because this person, the fact that he or she is believed, is mature enough at the right time to take a decision.
Yeah, sure.
Trying to balance the two. I don't know if any of you have experienced this. Maybe there are potentials according to you. You see them, there are potentials, you want to have them. But because of the fear that if I'm seen with David, or if I approach David myself, I want to take you for a cup of coffee, David might think I'm doing this because you lost your wife. Are there potentials that you felt they kept their distance, or they ran away from you because they are afraid to be labeled, and you would wish it was different?
Definitely, yes. And I would request that the society that we live in, let's allow people make their own choices. Let them choose how they want to live. Because if, for example, ladies, if they want to move forward, they want to choose spouses, especially if they lose their loved ones, they are judged that maybe you are expected to just remain here, build the home where you are left, take care of the children. It's like you forget yourself. So that most people fear that judgment from the society. And by the society, I'm talking about the neighbors, the family, the church, everybody around, the friends. Yeah, they would expect you to be there. And also to a believed person. If you are single, you are approaching, or you are seen with a believed person, to think, oh, ama huyo ndiye aliua bibi yake ndiye yeah. You see, oh, you want to replace the wife, or utaezana na watoto, like because of all those things, the stigma that is associated with getting married to a believed man, they would keep their distance. Yeah, but however, there are some ladies who don't. What matters to them is their happiness and their choices, and they don't care what other people's opinions are. They go with their heart and work on. And I want to encourage all the ladies to emulate that the society will judge them harshly, and the society will just talk, but they will not help you. When you are just lonely at home, you are stressed up, you are almost going through depression, they only talk that, that person is now so lonely, sick, taking medication or something. But when you want to be happy, they judge you. So what is better? Leave them alone. Do what makes you happy. If you can do something for the gentleman and he finds that you fit for him, go ahead. Yeah.
Maybe just live your life. Of course, you have to be sensitive, because again, if you are not sensitive, you will be careless to the environment and the people you live with. But being overconscious, if I arrive late, I'll ask to be asked, where is he coming from? When go very early, where is he going? When you wear a certain dress, who bought you? You buy a car, who bought her the car? You buy a piece of land, where is he getting money? Like, you are living not for yourself, you are living for people. I normally would want to say those people who have gone through bereavement like us, listen at God. What does God want with your life?
Sure.
And listen at your conscience. As long as your conscience is clear and you are right with God, get going. But of course, let's be sensitive so that also we don't live careless.
Wow. Finally, guys, we come to the end of the show. This is so beautiful. This is such a good moment, an enlightening moment. I'm really learning. And now, before I end, I want to pose that question to you, gentlemen. You want to get married, you want to get married. There was a setup you made with your first spouse before they left. How do you expect someone else to come? Is it that you're starting a different kind of family setup, or how do you plan to marry the two? How do you, someone with a very different ideology, probably with your spouse, the house you lived, they wanted the seat arranged this way. I come in that house, or you get someone who likes seats from that corner. How do you marry the two?
For one, when you are married and maybe the person was not married, when finally you marry, it's not a continuation. You are starting all over again. Plus, this setup is different. You could be having children, the person doesn't have, or both of you could be having children. So you are starting all over again to learn to live with each other. So for you to be able to live harmoniously, because there are possibilities of having some disagreements within the family. Open communication, as I said, very crucial. By open, I mean just like an open book like this. Hakuna siri. That's what I'm talking about. And if there are issues within the family, with the husband, with the wife, with the children, everything on the table. No switching, no sweeping anything under the carpet. Kila kitu discussed, tunaongea kila kitu. We solve every problem. The other thing, boundaries. We've come from a different background, different religion, different tribe could be, and the way we were brought up is very different. So social class and everything. So we need to harmonize all this. So open communication will do one thing, then boundaries. So ni wapi hatutakuwa tunakanyangana sana? How do we behave around each other? How do we do things without hurting each other? The healthy boundaries are very important. The other thing is mutual respect. Mutual respect. Because if there is mutual respect, then that family will survive very well. And if then there is also love within the family, because that is the foundation of everything. Everything will work on very well. The other thing is understanding. We need to really understand with each other, because all of us are coming from different background. We are going through different things in life, and also if the children, some could be adolescents, others young, and if we don't understand each other, where we are coming from, where we are going, recipe for conflict. Finally, patience. Patience is key. We need to be patient with each other, so that we can be able to tolerate. Itajua sasa kuna huyu maybe utapata ni wa kuongea sana, ni wa kuongea kidogo, maybe somebody does things differently, so that we even don't compare. So be patient with each other, give each other time to grow, so that now you grow together. So with those backgrounds, with those fundamentals, those families will grow very well without conflicts.
Do you think we should allow the home to live. This is the setup you had made with your wife and the children. This is how they are used to. When you're bringing another person, do you think it's just noble maybe for you to have a different setup and allow them to have this home the way they were used to, so that someone doesn't come and they say, kwangu hakuna mtu anaingia kwa nyumba na viatu. The children are young. We have lived in this home. We are used to coming in the house. I'm even picking the very little thing that happens in homes. Do you think it's noble for people to separate the two?
You see, one of the recipe for a catastrophic marriage is when you feel and imagine and have the perception that the person you are getting married to is coming to replace or fill up the other. You are courting disaster. To start with, I think just before you get married, things need to be discussed, isn't it? It's true, you are getting into my life, I'm getting into your life. What is the life going to be with our children? What the life going to be in our home? So that we, just like it was when you were originally getting married, when you what David is calling very, very single time, when you are from the college, you discussed with your spouse, isn't it? How are we going to live? How many children we are going to have? Are we where is our matrimonial home going to be? Is it in your parent place or in my parent place? Where is it? How are you going to make it where, isn't it? Even now, the same thing is replicating itself, but in a different level. We have children. How do we go about it? Are we getting more children? There is where you have your matrimonial home, where you lived with your late wife. Are we going to live there? Or we are going to live in a different place? Where are you in life at the point we are meeting? Like in my case, I was already retired in the ministry, and the person I'm getting married to is in the active part of her life. How do active, retired, how do we live? Therefore, we are going to bake a very new cake, completely different, and contrasting and comparing, unless for very healthy reasons, because of course there could be good things you can pick from the previous relationship and bring it into the new, and also we have to agree that this thing from the previous can be imported into the new. But where it is comparing, where the chapati is made, and you are saying, I wish it was so and so who was preparing chapati, because you would prepare like this. Then I was imagining, then you prepare chapati just like my late wife, and then that will be a big problem. Therefore, this is a new cake that you bake using the new recipes, the new styles, not exactly as the previous. And and in the case of bereavement, the previous is just history, because bereavement is there is death, it's not even divorce. In divorce, annex ni mtu anajulikana mahali, but in death, the spouse alienda na alienda kabisa, just history. Therefore, you cannot expect a complete equalization like the business as before.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Susan, I think in summary, we can say this regarding the kind of life you should lead, like those adjustments. Through open communication, you can set norms. Norms is how are things going to be done from now on. So that one is set by the entire family. That this is how we are going to live. Now you understand that now we have other people here, and the way we were living, they were also living differently. Now those ones, as Pastor said, Reverend said, that is past. Now how do we live on? What are the rules? What are the norms we set? Now if they are in agreement through open communication, they'll be able to know, like we'll be letting our new mom be giving us directions in regard to mambo ya nyumba. What about the discipline? We also agree that also this one, everybody, every parent here is an equal partner. And if it is matters discipline, every parent has a role to play. If it's anything, any complaint that any parent can handle that regarding how we are going to live, the utensils, cooking, and also the household chores. The agreement could be that the new mother will be giving direction and everybody else to obey. Because if you have a platform, we agreed that would be also a platform for conflict resolution. Because we'll be sitting. Didn't we agree this? This is what we agreed upon. Now everybody who is missing in action, wewe na wewe na wewe, and the person will be able to apologize and say, hey, oh yeah, we agreed hakuna kuingia kwa viatu na mimi nimeingia na viatu, and the person will be able to rectify that. If it's utensils, like hakuna kuacha vyombo hazijaoshwa usiku. That's what we do here. And how do we share the chores? Maybe tuko wanne, kuna watoto wanne. So how do they share?
Right.
Yeah, boys and girls, we agree that everybody has to do household chore regardless of the gender. If there's such a kind of agreement, these people are going to live harmoniously, happily. And a happy family is a healthy family. Yes.
Wow.
And especially doing things light. Because if the motivation of every one of us, the spouses and the children, is to do things like that, and you know, there are those human, let alone Christian, the natural ways of handling things. The things like David has mentioned, they will just come out naturally, isn't it? Because the motivation is do it in the right way. And as long as we do that, then you find, as we are saying, that marriage will be a paradise here on earth.
Wow. There will be a happy there.
Yeah.
Any closing remark from your end?
The only one thing that we have not mentioned, I wanted to bring up is that when preparing to move forward, that when one is ready to move forward or move on, as we are putting it, apart from the issue of the children, there is one other very sensitive area that may be the two people moving forward need to consider. That is the involvement of the in-laws from the late wife's side. Because, you know, as we are saying, bereavement is an emotional thing.
Yeah.
And there is a way you can handle it and create a bigger, you think you are solving a problem for yourself, but it's like you are creating a bigger problem on the other side, where the late wife came from. Like now, he has no need for us. We are now forgotten. And many people don't think this is important, but also, and those people may not really have much of a say on this. All what they need is just to be involved. That a time has come. I want to now get married, and I'm seeking your blessings. That involvement
it's very important.
Is very important and very therapeutic for them, such that as you complete the void that is in you, it becomes also completing the void also on the other side.
Sure.
I imagine those are the uncles and the aunties.
Yes.
Of your children.
Yes.
They clearly have a place.
Have a place.
Yeah. Thank you. I would like to say something. Somebody called a psychologist, the researcher, Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, spent a lot of time studying dying people. And she realized that when people die, they get a lot of flowers. And she asked herself, why do people take a lot of flowers when people die? And she came up with this conclusion that there are a lot of regrets. There are a lot of lives that have not been lived. There are goals that are not been achieved. There's love that has not been expressed, even in death. And most importantly, there are lives that have not been lived. So my conclusion, that life is for the living. So for us, those who have been left, whether you are husband, you are left with the kids, you are wife, you are left with the kids, you are the living one. So what do I mean? That you don't forget to live because you are the living one. So live your life.
Right.
So go ahead. If you can get a spouse, go ahead. Get married. Live a happy life. If you want to get more children, get them. And because in this world, our work here is to live. And in the process of living, working. Because we tend to think that we were created to just work and forget to live. So working should be a subset of living. So living should be the superset. So sisi ndio tulibaki, tuishi kwa amani, tufurahie. Tuende for therapies, we go for those picnics, we go for those outing with our children, we go for those chamas, and we should not indulge ourselves into drinking, to mess our lives. Yeah, so that's what I will say. We are the living, let's live. Yeah, and for those who would want to come for personal therapies, I'm available. Can give my number?
Yes.
Yeah, my number is 0725 293557. Book for a session.
Personal therapy.
Yes. That's part of living.
Wow. I'm happy. Finally, you have the concept. You said by profession you're a psychologist.
Yes.
So you're inviting people for professional therapy.
Yes.
So,
I'll do it nicely.
All the best, David.
Thank you very much for having
And
me.
also, all the best,
Thank you.
Mr. Mushiri.
Yeah.
That finally you found your other label and you are now living happily. So at any point, if you feel you are very, very ready to die, and you have not even hit 70, the biblical age, because you can live beyond 70, but before 70 and you feel you really need to die, before you die, please come see any of these men. Let them at least give you a note to wherever you are going, because it is not okay for you to be in a point in life where you feel you need to die. Imagine the people who will be left with pain, the people who will be left nursing and going for therapy because you died. Do you have any question that you want to say to us? Our number is here, and please also share this information. Let somebody else who have not been able to hear this. For now, bye.
Bye.